to explain it, man.
But they took
now
out the Arlott themselves, so... Oh!
Oh, they're going to go Kalea.
Yeah, and they picked that really fast. I think they had their eyes set on picking that one up. Arlott ban, interesting. I think they're still respecting it. And yeah, I think now with the Granger on board, I think Aurora acknowledged that, like, wait a minute, this might not be going the same way if we still end up giving the Arlott later.
So now it's a mid-hero for you again, and...
Just go for the Jello again, honestly. Oh, we know, but with the Kalea,
but there's no Kalea.
Alright, yeah. Sicilian. I want the Reach or Novaria.
Yeah.
And
Novaria
then,
for the Vision?
Yeah,
Sicilian.
and then match pick off or pick off, go Franco. Or if you're gonna go Burst, then you go... Yeah, you go.
Got
Oh, there, you got the Concha.
Yeah, but it went to Aurora.
And the Novaria.
There. Yeah, there. Nova, Gold, not Gold, EXP.
Okay.
What are you gonna pick here? Just Esme? It can't be Esme again because it's not like you're playing around shields. It can't be the Phobia, it's not enough dashes. Huh.
There's no Lapu.
There's no Lapu.
The glue?
Might be the next best bet, yeah.
Glue. Little tankiness. Help with some of the displacement if you can. No, it wasn't.
Still
There was
the
a CC.
Oh, okay. So, alright. My suggestion earlier, but then, yeah, now it works out better because it's not exactly like the same draft. So, I like it. You know what? This could go in.
It's the opposite of what you see when you look at Haji. But that's because he's locked in even before the game starts.
Even before the game. Like, he's stone cold, man. And, like, Smart Mega has to be. They have to go ahead and win this game to get to a Game 3 here, to stay in the series. We'll see if they're able to do it with this kind of lineup. It's changed a little bit from Game 1. They had the right ingredients for Game 1.
Legends.
But this time around, will it be enough to capitalize a game out and finish with a victory here? Or will Aurora stay dominant as ever and get the sweep against Smart Mega?
Trying to see where they're starting with their rotation. So, typical start for both. Nothing too wild. Let's see who wins the first trade. Clearly, with the oppressive nature of Akimi. But they get to balance it out. No one's going to be delayed. They forced out the region already from the Gatot Kacha of Light, who decided to go for the full tank set. He went beefy, tenacity, vitality, concussive blast. This is old school roaming for this Gatot Kacha.
Yeah, he has to. Maybe he has to. Hold on.
Oh no, Demon Kite. Ryzen will gain access to him, and he already used his Faceless. Last minute was able to use it again, though. Although Light will have to be the sacrifice.
Yeah, much better start this time around for Omega. Fantastic rotation, maximizing what the Kalea, Kimi, and the Fredrin can do together early on.
Man, I'm actually surprised that Demon Kite got away with his life there, just with a sliver of health. But this is one of the things that Kalea also provides to your team. You know, that sustainability and not just the setup potential. And this is so strong in the early game too, to go ahead and keep you in lane and keep those members topped up with that surge of life.
Edward gets the last hit on the EXP Crab, but James manipulating and controlling the waves, putting the pressure on this Alice.
Oh no.
He doesn't know Super Yoshi's there. The Tidal Strike doesn't land, so he actually will get away with this.
I think he was just able to get a grab on the air around Alice, not Alice itself.
Yeah, could have been close, especially considering that he was already poked down quite a bit.
So, you see the good thing about this Novaria pick at the center is that you can stay relatively safe to clear your minion wave. Like, you don't have to put yourself at risk too much against this Kimi. And at the same time, in the objectives, as we all know, great with getting vision and initial damage.
Yeah, so helpful now that they get to maximize the grabs. But Ryzen got isolated right there. Double man knockup from Super Yoshi, but he's forced to flicker out just to survive. James, the only member from Smart Omega who's able to get some sort of information on this objective, but that might not be enough. It's a turtle that goes over to the hands of Aurora.
Okay, so they get that, and they knew right to go for Ryzen. They wanted to get him out of the picture to secure that first objective.
Yeah, perfect entry by Edward. Ryzen almost able to get out of the Throne of Ruin, but still flicker Throne of Ruin too easy for this Alice. I wonder if we're going to see nerfs on her soon.
Yeah.
It's weird,
Maybe with just the reduction of the size of the Throne of Ruin, it feels a bit too big. And the pros have been making it look so easy landing it with the flicker.
Yeah, I initially thought that the self-slow would be a bit bad, but
No?
It's working perfectly, even with the flicker, especially with the flicker.
Yeah, and now that Edward is able to get some momentum for himself and he's level 4, now James can only do so much to mitigate what this Alice can do because Edward can play aggressive in the lane now against CC. Just pushing constantly because he'll be healing through the minion waves that he's clearing himself.
Yeah, so even with that case, I feel like Smart Omega, they still want to go ahead and find a way to play into the next objective the best they can. It looks like they're going to go for Domenkite.
Yeah, has the Purify though, and Light will be able to scout. The other member doesn't have the AOG, but it'll be enough to at least keep Domenkite safe. So they don't get much out of that rotation, but on the other side of the map, James will fall.
Rinse and repeat rotation for Aurora when they have the YSS. Whoever is in the opposite lane of the second turtle, maybe even first turtle, if they got their timings a little bit earlier, that person's gonna get ganked by the YSS.
That you commit so much on that top side to go ahead and get Domenkite, and then you end up losing James. That's really unfortunate for Smart Omega leading into that first turtle because it could have ended up working out for them, but Domenkite, he's dealt with that a lot. Again, he is so used to playing under that pressure in that lane if he has to. And yeah, he's always got that Purify here. So turtles up. They're going to go ahead and fight into this. Super Yoshi will get into position. We'll see if he's able to go ahead and get even that Purify out if he can. Using that Tsunami Slam, but both teams just setting up right now.
Yeah, James has a bit of catching up to do. But Haji could barely move just with the toss that came in. And look at those skills, those star shutters coming in from Yue just as the Throne of Ruin was thrown out.
All right, I gotta say it. Alice is a little OP now.
Yeah, perfect combo alongside the Astral Echo. Light timing it with Yue. He got the Unbreakable Taunt onto Haji, and then Edward followed in with the entry with the Alice. Omega could have only done so much there. Maybe at this time, they have to acknowledge that they are up against a Novaria, so their pre-objective positionings need to keep that in mind because they are up against an Alice and a Gacha who can easily just dive after the Astral Echo. Look at that. Taunt, Astral Echo, then Edward's gonna enter. Charging up, Throne of Ruin, Flicker as well, perfect.
That's so much distance covered, by the way. With the Gleam, with the Flicker, like, again, how do you counterplay that? I think teams are going to have to figure that out because obviously Alice is going to be a big hero contested once we get to the playoffs. We could even just see it being one of those priority bans for some teams in some cases because given that and paired up, like you mentioned with the Novaria, you spot out the positioning. So it's like, okay, we don't really have, even if it's dangerous grass, man, we don't have enough bushes to hide from.
James isn't even able to do the exact same thing that Edward's able to do, like the pressure he's able to apply. But Light might get punished here. Tsunami Slam used onto him, and that'll be a pickup for Smart Omega. But going back, like, we don't feel the threat of the curtain call just yet.
At this point, it's going to be tough for the CC, even though you're going to have to fully accept now as if you're James, really your job is just land curtain call, that's it. You won't be able to live long enough to make the most out of your yo-yo blitz, maybe for initial pokes, and then you throw out the curtain call. But at this point, with the lead that Aurora was able to build themselves through Turtle 2, with that big win that they got, it's going to be tough for the front line that Netsky and Haji are having a tough time getting stacks on their Sky Piercers. And even Haji not able to build the Sky Piercer just yet. It's going to take some time to get farm on this Kimmy. So it might be a different story where now it's Omega who might be able to find better wins as the game goes on.
Yeah, because right now Demonkite's scaling out of his mind, man. Like he's levels ahead of Ryzen. He's 2,000 gold plus. They grab themselves the 3 for 3 for the Turtles over here for Aurora. So Smart Omega is now in that position where they've got to kind of hold on. You know, they kind of got to wait to see if they're able to go ahead and grab the items they need on Netsky, for even to an extent Haji and the rest of the team, because now with the scaling that Aurora has had across the board, they're going to take what they want for a little bit.
Yeah, and honestly, Aurora's just in so much control of the map. This dangerous grass map is helping Edward and the Crimson Gleams just hide and reposition himself wherever he wants to without Omega knowing.
Yeah, so many points of entry for the Salis.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay, gets away. But even the pokes from Yue though, like...
Again, that's why I wasn't making a big deal of the Novaria, even in the Game 1 draft.
Yeah.
Especially in Dangerous Grass. It's perfect synergy for this hero.
It allows the setup to be there, and that's what I was saying. The control right now for Aurora is all in their favor. Smart Omega, they're going to have to scrap up what they can, and really when you look at it, it's like, where can that be? Because every single lane is down quite a bit in terms of economy, in terms of XP even. And so that's not going to be in a good position when this Lord does come up. You got about 30 seconds. It's most likely better for Smart Omega just kind of to deal with it, let it go, and then try to defend in the base. Because with this kind of lineup, this kind of lead too, Aurora, once they get that Lord later on, they're going to be in a good position to just force themselves into the base because, again, Smart Omega, it's not like they're going to be able to hide, you know what I mean, with a Novaria across from them. So, again, it's like, does Netsky have enough damage? Is the damage profile there? I feel like James is in that precarious position where it's like, your CC won't be able to do much.
Yeah.
Current call is the best you can do.
We clearly are not seeing that at least any time now. Ryzen just trying to secure this purple buff and will use the Retribution even though there's an objective. So they fully accepted the fact that they're not gonna contest and they cannot contest this objective.
Omega are gonna be playing the Aurora waiting game. Flip the script, and maybe as the game goes on, they'll find the turnaround, but so much control by Aurora, so much domination.
Flicker down too for Netsky.
Yeah, that was just the Unbreakable too, just because of the Astral Echo still catching up.
That is crucial. They're trying to keep this Holy Shield up, so they'll do that for Smart Omega, but they've got a lot of work to do here. That Lord making its way up top. They're going to have to deal with the shots coming through from Yue too. That's always the downside when you're playing against a Novaria. You're not really safe even behind the base turrets right now. The tier 2 in the mid is going to go down. That push up top. They have the Holy Shields, so can Smart Omega defend this? Are they going to force something, or will Aurora force something with this almost 10,000 gold lead?
Whoa, they don't have the Holy Shields up top, and now the AOG trying to block the way, but it'll actually be enough. Ryzen is the first to fall, and now Aurora can take down the mid lane base turret, as well as Omega works on the Lord. But will they stop there? They will, or they might try to go for it. James, he cannot tank it. There goes the jump coming in from Super Yoshi. He gets to catch Light, but it's not the right target. It's